Hey friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Ken Smith, and if it looks like I am standing through the doorways of a Huckster body, you are absolutely correct. It has been 6 long, hard months from concept to where we're at right here. And I really can't thank my good friend Craig enough. I mean, his carpenter skills are light years ahead of where I could probably ever be. And he just made what came to be a vision in my mind to fruition right here. So we're going to go ahead and show you what we've all done. We started out the video actually with my 16-year-old daughter learning how to plane wood for the very first time. And she really just embraced the whole thing. And then we're going to get into some of the CNC work that was done to create this vehicle, and some of the staining and assembly process. And then obviously she's sitting on a frame. So let's get to our video now. I've gone ahead and moved everything outdoors. It's a beautiful day, and so just kind of wanted to do all my sanding outdoors instead of inside the garage and getting all that sawdust in there and then having to clean it all out, so that my wife remains very loving at me. And I'm really just kidding. She's been very, very kind and generous to allow me to essentially take over the garage building this car. So a lot of praise that really does go to her. Anyhow, so here's what the back wall looks like. We'll kind of show you that real quick. Each panel is numbered and also pointing in the direction so that we know where those panels go. Now, we kind of spent some time really looking at wood grain to make sure that it was going to be aesthetically pleasing. The other thing that we did, the original plans said to almost kind of do it as lap siding. Didn't really care too much for that idea. So we went ahead and cut splines in there. We're going to actually make it tongue and groove, and just like our floor was. And here are our bows, and you notice that the arches are just absolutely perfect, and that's because of the shop bot. Couldn't really cut it any better by hand for sure. And so here's all our intermediate crossbows and the front crossbow and the rear crossbow and our header. And so that's all looking really, really nice. We're going to go ahead, start sanding everything, and start the staining process. So let's begin. And there are our intermediate crossbows. Those look really nice. Really pleased with how those have come out. Obviously there's our B pillars, and once again those look phenomenal. You can now see that that is kind of our theme. We're going to be building a fishing huckster, and we kind of kept that pretty quiet. We've got a lot of vintage gear that we're going to be putting in with that vehicle as well. Again, just loving how this back wall is going to look. The oval window looks absolutely fabulous. Really excited about that. The stain is absolutely gorgeous. Really pleased with all of that as well. And we won't bore you staining the flip side, but you get a general idea of how our Model A Huckster is coming along. We've got the sides already pre-cut,
and we'll be working on the tailgate and the sides, and then starting assembly here real soon.
The question is, will it or won't it?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
With our Dearborn or Bust sign, we are headed to Dearborn Oak Car Festival 2024. We've actually got the Model A body inside the van, ready to start assembling today. I've been waiting to get to this spot for a really long time, but we're here today. And so we're gonna go ahead and start assembling our Huckster body. And super excited, so we're gonna not bore you with all the details of us doing it in real time. So we're gonna go ahead and speed up the film at this juncture while we begin assembling our wooden jigsaw puzzle. So one of the things that we're gonna use an awful lot are actually these modern headlocks. Now we're going to go ahead and use these because one, they're just far better than conventional screws or even lag bolts for that matter. But we don't want them showing because I don't want all of the purists to eat me alive for using a modern Torx head or a Phillips screw. So we're actually going to plug the holes so no one will be the wiser as to what actually we did. But these are super secure and really like the idea, one, of just not having a bolt in general, regardless of whether it's accurately or period correct or not. I just like the idea of the less visible, the better and the cleaner that it's going to look. So that's what our process is going to be throughout a lot of the installation.
This is where all that pre-cutting has paid off. You can see we've got the side now all kind of, the bedside all kind of done, and we are up here. Next goes the C pillars, then the A pillars, and then we can put that top crossbar. So things are looking really, really good. All right, we're at day 3 of assembly. Now, I want to tell you right out of the chute, it didn't take 3 days to build this. As you have been following, it's taken months to actually get to this spot. But this is kind of where we're getting to see some of the fruits of our labor. So what we've done is kind of just clamp things in place, double check, triple check our measurements before we end up actually cutting, drilling, and start finishing the assembly of the Huckster body. After 3 days of blistering sun and heat, we finally have the basic assembly done to the Huckster body. So this has been a long 3 days of getting everything that was already pre-cut assembled in the heat, plus 90 degrees I think today, and the other 2 days were in the upper 80s, if not 90. But it's together, so we're at a place where we can actually transport this back to the house now and made it to the chassis. Today is mounting the body day. And after nearly 6 months, or actually nearly 7 months, of removing the old body and prepping the chassis and building this new Woody Huckster, we are in the process of sliding it off the trailer and onto the chassis. So really excited for today. This has been a long-awaited day.
I really hope you enjoyed today's video. It was really exciting for me to bring to you what looks like is going to be a completed vehicle at Old Car Festival here in September 2024. So make sure you give us a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, share this video with your other friends. Have a wonderful day, but more than anything else, y'all be blessed.
Yeah!